Hong Kong, also known as Pearl of the Orient, is an amazing place to visit. I recently visited this huge city for a few days and enjoyed every aspect of it. Hong Kong has 7.4 million people in an area smaller than Manhattan, making it one of the most densely populated areas on the planet. Something that struck me about Hong Kong was the sheer beauty of the city. Hong Kong is made up of many high-rise buildings built very close to the ocean. The main city centre, Kowloon, is across the harbour from Hong Kong Island. Whether I was on the island, Kowloon, or any part of the Victoria Harbour, I was greeted with ocean and skyline views. I found the different views from various lookouts interesting, as everywhere had something slightly different to see. On my first day in Hong Kong, I spent many hours at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Centre. Of particular interest to me was this 3D model of the historical city of Kowloon. I took the Star Ferry back to Kowloon after this, which gave me more views of the Victoria Harbour. The next day I spent some time at the Nan Lian Garden, a Chinese classical garden designed in the Tang Dynasty style. The Tang Dynasty ran from 618 to 907 AD. This particular style has wooden structures such as temples and bridges, as well as rock and water gardens, similar to what is seen in Japan. After this I went to Hong Kong Island again and took a tram up to Victoria Peak, the highest point of Hong Kong Island. The views from both the tram and the top of the peak were incredible. Hong Kong Island is just as built up as Kowloon, so I was above the tops of many skyscrapers while I was here. On my final day in Hong Kong, I visited the M+ Museum and the Hong Kong Palace Museum. These both had many different art pieces and historical items relating to China's 8,000-year history. Both of these museums were of very high standard and were also very large, meaning I only just had a surface glance at each of them in my visit lasting a few hours. I walked the Avenue of the Stars after this, which is a waterfront walk commemorating celebrities of the Hong Kong film industry. I also saw a traditional Chinese sailing ship in the harbour while I was here. This was my first trip to Hong Kong, and I enjoyed the entire trip. I'm very grateful to my friend Ka and his family and friends for taking the time to show me around.